If you edit a lot of portraits or wedding photos, you know how much time and energy it takes. And outsourcing an editor can be slow, expensive, and sometimes you lose your personal style along the way. So this is where this editing software comes in. It speeds up your workflow while keeping your look consistent. Let me show you how it works. So when you open Imagen AI for the first time, this is the interface you are going to see. It looks busy at first, but it's simple and easy to understand. Let me explain. So here we have AI profiles. When I click on it, all the AI profiles you create and all the profiles from other photographers inside the profile showcase will appear here. Then we have the projects section. Let me just click on it. This is where all your projects will be saved. Last but not least, we have profile shop. When I click on it, it's going to take us to this page. So this is where you can buy profiles that other photographers have already created and listed for sale. Let me just close it here. So let us start with this home button. So let me just click on it so that everything makes sense step by step. To start a project in Imagen AI, just click on add a profile here. You see we have three options: light, personal AI profile. So this lets you upload a Lightroom preset and answer a few questions to teach Imagen AI how you edit your photos. Next is personal AI profile. So here you need to upload 2000 photos edited in Lightroom to teach Imagen AI your exact editing style. So the last one here is the profile showcase. So if you do not have Lightroom presets, or if you do not have 2000 photos edited in Lightroom, so this is the easiest place to start from. So with profile showcase, you can use profiles that other photographers have already trained. So let's start with this one. Let me just select it like this. So here you can use the talent profiles or presets that are built in the software and available to everyone. Or you can just go to the profile shop that I mentioned at the beginning of this video and buy profiles that other photographers have already created and listed for sale and apply their looks to your own photos. I'm just going to go through these profiles that are already built in the software. If you download this software, you see these profiles, aka presets, available for you to use. So I'm just going to browse through these profiles and see which one I'm going to use. I feel like this profile is going to match my photos a little bit more. So I'm going to use this profile by clicking on Use to Edit here. Now, Imagen AI wants me to upload a Lightroom catalog. So if you don't know what a catalog is, let me just show you. So I'm going to open Lightroom Classic. Okay, so I'm in Lightroom here. I'll go to File, then select New Catalog. So a catalog is like a folder where all the editing or the adjustments or whatever you're going to do to your photos are going to be stored. So now I'm going to select a folder where I want my new catalog to be saved. So I'll just select pictures. Here I'm going to select the Lightroom folder and give my catalog a name. I'll just name it graduation photos because that is what I'm working with. I'll just click on create. So Lightroom is going to close and reopen. So I'm going to make sure library is selected here. I'm going to import my photos in Lightroom here. So select all the photos. On the keyboard, I'm going to hold Ctrl or Command, then press A and then drag them into Lightroom. And then I'm going to go down here and click import. So my photos are now imported in Lightroom. So let's just go through these photos. So I'm going to go to develop here. You can see some photos are underexposed, like these photos here. And then some are overexposed, like these photos here. I want to see how Imagen AI handles these issues, whether it's going to know that this photo is overexposed and this photo is underexposed, and see what adjustments it's going to make to these photos. So now I can close Lightroom. To upload the catalog that I created, I can just click on Browse and locate the catalog, or I can just open the folder where I saved it in Pictures, Lightroom, Graduation Photos, and drag and drop it here. From here, I'm just going to click on this box like this and then go down here and click Next. Let's give this project a name, Graduation Session. So now it is asking what type of photos I'm editing. I'll just select School. So I've already used this name. Let me just remove Session here. So on this section is what's new in Imagen AI since the last video that I did. So now we have Choose AI Tools. So under Choose AI Tools, now we have extra features here that you can include in your edits. So all these settings here are customizable. And the ones that I personally like to use are straighten. I'm going to click on this plus icon to add it. Smooth skin. I'm going to click on this plus icon to add it. Subject mask. I'm going to click on this plus icon to add it. And whiten teeth. I'm going to click on this plus icon to add this one as well. So before you apply these settings, you can make adjustments to each one of these by clicking on this icon here, and then here you can make adjustments. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to leave everything on default, because even on default settings, I'm going to get the best results. So once you make your adjustments, you can just click save to save the settings. So I'll just click on this X icon here to close this window. So the good thing is you can always return and alter these adjustments and re-edit your photos if you find them to be too strong or too soft. Okay, let's proceed. So I'll just click on edit. So now you can see the project is uploading. So this might take a minute or two depending on how fast your internet is or how many photos you have. So the upload process is now done. It's now in the editing phase. This also might take a few minutes. Okay, it's done now. You can see now we have review, which means the editing process is done. So we can proceed. Let me just close this by clicking on this icon here. I'm going to click on download to review here. Okay, I'll click download edits. So it's giving me a warning that if I made any adjustments or any edits to the photos in that catalog I made, Imagen AI will overwrite those edits in that catalog. That's okay with me because I didn't do anything. I didn't make any adjustments to those photos. So I'm just going to click on continue. And then I'll click on open Lightroom catalog. We are back in Lightroom and our photos are already edited. Wow. Let's just check them out real quick. So I'm not going to go through every photo because it will take time, but I'll show you how good these edits are straight out of Imagen AI. So if you want side-by-side comparison, just click on this button here. Use the first link in the video description below to download Imagen AI and you get 1,500 free photo edits, meaning you'll be able to edit 1,500 photos for free. How cool is that? So what I can do maybe to this photo is just to add a little bit of the blacks. Let me just go here, the blacks, let me just take it down. Okay, let's take a look at this one here. Wow. So this is the before, this is the after. Let me just look at this one. So let me just zoom in a little bit. So this is the before and this is the after. Let me just zoom in a little bit, Control or Command plus on the keyboard like this. And then you can see the teeth here are whiter, even the eyes are whiter compared to this one here. To confirm this, just click on this mask icon here. Let me just disable the Imagen teeth whitening by clicking on this eyeball here. So this is the before, this is the after. You have to look at this part here. So this is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. How cool is this? Let me just close this panel by clicking on the mask again like this. So let's check the photos that were overexposed, like this one here. This is the before, this is the after. If you feel like the skin tone is a little bit off, or if you just want to tone it down, you can just go down here and click on color grade here. On the mid-tone here, just take it this side. Let me just zoom out like this. So let's check this one here. Let me just zoom in a little bit. So what I can do maybe to make it a little bit better is to just go up here and reduce the exposure just a little bit, like maybe -2, and take the highlights down -98 and the whites like this. Let me just zoom out. This is way much better than this. If you want to fix the skin tone, you can just come down here and fix the skin tone. So this is where Imagen AI becomes very useful. It speeds up the editing process and gives you more time to do other things. We do not have to spend hours or days just editing pictures when we have tools like this one. So once you're done, you can just minimize Lightroom here. So now let me show you something that I use a lot in Imagen AI. So after Imagen AI finishes editing your photos, you can come back here and fine-tune the look to match your style even more. Just click on these 3 dots, then go to Adjustment AI Profile. So I'm going to upload 5 raw files here. I want to drag these and drop them in Imagen AI. So here you can adjust the temperature, the exposure, the colors, almost anything you would normally change in Lightroom. If my profile always makes the whites a little bit too bright, I can come to the whites here and set this to correction. And then here, I'm just going to put -5. I'm telling Imagen AI to make the whites 5 points darker than what Imagen AI thinks it should be. I can just click on preview here to see the difference. So you can also switch from correction to fixed value if you want the same exact adjustment every time. Let me select this photo here because this is the best example for what I'm about to explain. In the SHO panel here, if I always want the greens in saturation to stay the same, on the greens here, I can choose fixed value. Here, I can set it to -5. And now every time I use this profile, Imagen AI will apply that exact change alongside everything else it is doing. So this creates consistency in your edits and keeps the style closer to the way you like it. So once you're done, you can save the adjustments and Imagen AI will learn from them and use them in the future edits. This is helpful because you are not stuck with the original profile. You can keep refining it over time. Let me just close it here. Once you're happy with your edits in Lightroom, you can close it and come back to this page here. It's under projects. So when you click on upload final edits, Imagen AI will process your final edits, the ones you made in Lightroom, and start learning from any tweaks and changes you made. So it's always improving and getting better. So the longer you use it, the better it gets. So I partnered with Imagen for this video. So if you want to try Imagen AI, you can download it using the first link in the video description below and you'll get 1,500 free photo edits, meaning you'll be able to edit 1,500 photos for free. How cool is that? And if you want to learn how you can easily edit all your wedding or portrait photos at once in just a few minutes, you should check this video here.